right, so should I start then? All right.
Yeah, you can start.
All right. Venerable Tookists. What a great week it has been. I'm so excited for my first Took consecration as a Tookist. I am absolutely geeked out. And then I'm going to raise a glass, and Master Bowser's going to raise a IPA that somebody left
No,
at his.
no! How dare
Okay.
you?
Well, all right,
I
Master
don't
Bowser.
drink.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my toast first, and that is actually let's shout out the people in the comments. Who's even here?
We had to do roll chat. Oh, there's cat
Yeah, roll
can
the chat, cat can. Yep,
in
yep.
this
Shout them
world,
out.
not
Shout them all
of this
out.
world. Cardinal Duck, he's pretty
Hey,
cool
that's
guy.
me.
Yeah.
That's me. That's
And
right.
there's Francisco Franco Jr., who's hitting on me. Get out of here, you weirdo!
Man.
And huh? Do we know anyone named LS Last Shadow 918? They're a League of Legends fan.
Oh, we know him now. Friend of the show, right?
Yeah, I guess they're friends of the show now. What's our recipe for hot dogs? Everything. If it doesn't get all over your hands, then it's not a hot dog.
Oh man, I just like onions and sauerkraut, I guess.
Yeah, and then like chili, and then like what's it called? Cheese, and then if you got some pico de gallo, and then like hot sauce, then ketchup and mustard and relish. It's like
They
8
gotta
or 9
see the
things, and
Tookus
then
pocket
you
watch here.
just eat it with a fork and knife, and it's fantastic. Hi guys, how's it going? Yeah. So
all right.
no,
Come on here as Beavis and Butthead.
I know, right? I gotta get my drink.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, get your drink.
All right, what are we toasting again?
Okay, all right. I'll do the toast. So I told you guys with full authority when we did the 12 bishop stream. I told you that the way to the council, the way to the election of Pope Took the First, was an army of 6 million Novus Ordos that are going to roll over. They are going to roll over the SSPX and the perfidious set of Pervasionists like Hitler rolled tanks through Poland and Austria. Okay. And
they didn't roll tanks through Austria.
He didn't have to. Whatever. I mean,
they opened the doors for him.
Whatever good thoughts you have about Hitler, that's what me and my army of Novus Ordo Tookus are gonna do to the SSPX and the set of Pervasionists.
Delete the stream.
But we are gonna try to convert them though. The SSPX and set of Pervasionists. I'm gonna work on some marketing ideas. That's the ways out. We want to clear it with the organizers, of course. Anyway, David Ross, you all know David Ross, base Novus Ordo. He signed the petition, just like I was talking about. We got him to sign. You can see it on Twitter. The whole thing's documented. And he's the first public Novus Ordo Took we know of to sign it. But Soccer Mom 03, who's one of our best people, she said that she knows 3 Novus Ordos who also signed it. Okay, so the Novus Ordo is the way out of this thing. The way out of the Novus Ordo is the Novus Ordo. Okay, so we need 6 million more people like David Ross. They exist. They're out there. Novus Ordos of goodwill who will support the election of Pope Took the First. Here we go. Hail David Ross. Hail our people. Hail victory.
For the glory of mankind. We got ourselves a nice whiskey coffee. So we just finished our first workout of the day. Yeah, we couldn't work out yesterday because we had a big headache, and the day before that I had a headache. So we had to push our workouts to legs in the afternoon, and in the evening arms.
Well, so are we going to be ready to do the 225 bench press celebration stream on when we do the SSPX excommunication?
doubt it. I tried 205 and it didn't go. My right wrist has been hurting again. Like that's the one that has gotten carpal tunnel a few times. And
okay.
no, I'm just getting big and fat. That's about the only
Yeah.
thing that's happening.
So my first journey to 225,
What?
my
205.
fingers were hurting. But that was during the winter too. But it was a really weird thing. My fingers were hurting, and then I had my wrists were kind of hurting. But I just kind of like press on here and like flex it up and down. I don't know. No, it's probably not as bad as yours. But
No,
what
no, but
I
I'm
looked,
doing
yeah, I looked
a
at my
lot of.
journal though,
Uh-huh.
and before I did 225, I did it was 205. It was 5 sets, and the reps were 1-1-1-2-1. That was
Ooh.
my that was my last. That was a week before I got 225 for the first time, and then 3 weeks later,
Bragger!
and then
Bragger!
I'm just saying, like
Hey, guys, I
you
did really
yeah.
good.
I'm just saying you're right there, you know.
No,
And then
we'll never get it.
and 225 is such a mental barrier too, because 3 weeks later I got 235 easier than I got 225. But then I lost focus, so that's still the best I've ever done. But
Oh.
I'm back to I got 230 on Monday, or was it last Thursday? So yeah, we'll be back. We'll get the took bench press up. Every tookist needs to bench 225 and wear proper tookist attire. You don't have to do the bow tie; it can be a regular tie, but you do need to
Uh-oh.
have the vest and the pocket watch. Okay,
Ah.
you gotta have the
And
tookist.
old-fashioned root beer.
No, you gotta have the tookist whiskey glass too.
No, old-fashioned root beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Father
Father
Gecko said you're
Gecko.
saying heresy.
Yeah, you should come on here. But
Yeah, anyone can come up. I posted the link in the chat.
yeah, everyone could come up. Well,
Literally everyone could.
did you want to do the toast to Bishop Law, or do I need to do that one too?
Well, you can do it now. I don't know.
All
We're
right,
going to read the article.
All right, I'll just do it. So, I fully authoritatively announced how excited I was for the consecration of Brother Michael Mary, and there hasn't been too much seething and coping about this consecration yet, as far as I've seen. Maybe I haven't seen it all, but this is going to be a great consecration, and he was conditionally ordained by Lefebvre in 1987, if that's correct. So that means we're going to need at least, and the Redemptorists are on like 3 or 4 different continents, so they're going to need at least 2 more bishops. In my fully authoritative Tookist opinion. So this, because it's hard for Tookist bishops to make it past the age of 70. So we're going to need 2 or 3 more bishops from this, and we need to out consecrate the SSPX anyway. So we really need like a total of 5, so 4 more after this at least, just from Bishop Law. And it was a great statement by Bishop Law, a perfect statement. I read it. I almost had tears come to my eyes. It was a beautiful consecration announcement. And I didn't think about it from the angle that you said the day it was announced, where he totally mocked the SSPX. Because they basically said, we are declaring a schism, but we don't think it is. Rejects all that. Dude, I mean, you think I can read your father? You think I can read your comments after I drank this much? Like, come on.
I do love that, like how there's. I mean, I love how there's these priests who are like 130 pounds, and they're like just zooming it.
Well, okay. Here's the thing: the traditional priests are hardcore. Like these are like really hardcore people that do like prayer and fasting, and most of them are not overweight, to say the least. Like they're lean and mean. So these priests are hardcore. Here's I do need to clarify something with the bench press. I don't do the regular bench press, and I don't recommend that anybody does that because you're guaranteed to hurt your pec, your shoulder, your elbow. There's no way to do it right. You're going to hurt yourself, and then you're going to be like 35 years old, and you're going to need a surgery. Okay, I do the close grip bench press. Okay, there's more range of motion, and it's easier to figure out how to do it right. You're not going to get hurt. So do the close grip bench press, and then I do close grip incline. I do close grip twice a week, close grip incline or overhead press or behind the neck press the third day. So Monday and Thursday, close grip bench, but then Saturday the other variation of a press. So yeah, I mean I agree. Don't do a bench press, but let me. Okay.
Pope Gecko has spoken. You are hereby excommunicated from the third line.
Well, nobody has the authority to judge the cardinal. You have no authority.
Isn't Burrito just funny? He crashes. I tell you, that guy crashes up every single day.
I didn't know I needed to bring my bald cap to this stream. I went to the office to get away. I went to the office to get away from the cats, but I should have brought the bald cat for what Father Geckel's doing.
Should have bought the cat.
So I gotta finish. I gotta finish this toast, though. Okay, so yeah, great consecration, but I didn't think about how he schooled the SSPX because all their drama and they're gonna get excommunicated basically next week, and then they're gonna say it's not a real excommunication. It's like, do you realize the Pope doesn't even need the anti-Pope doesn't even need to hear your appeal? Okay. Oh, we got to roll the Nelson commercial after this toast.
I don't got it.
Hail Nelson advisors, hail our people. But okay. Anyway, I'm so proud to be a part of the Unum Sanctum movement. Like, sedevacantism was becoming something that is like, can you even be proud to be a part of it when they're not trying to make a pope? But we are the church. We're going to make the pope. Okay. And this consecration is amazing. He totally schooled the SSPX. He basically acquired a group as big as the SSPV. Okay. I don't have anything nice to say about them, but obviously, hail Bishop Waugh, hail our people, and thanks to Rad Trad for making this possible. Rad Trad and Stephen Cox. All right.
Yay. Yay! Yay! Where's my phone? Okay. Now let's read the article. Exclusive. Bishop Waugh completely destroys everybody else and saves the Catholic Church by himself.
That's right.
Hail France! Isn't this? Don't. Come on, this is
we can't do that.
Put it on your own stream.
All right.
Well,
we're past the it's okay. We're past the 10-minute mark. It's okay.
Do you see me wearing my German outfit?
I haven't even said the F slur one time. Okay, we're gonna be okay.
Mussolini. Oh, Franco. Oh yeah. That's the F slur.
Oh yeah, that's who's gonna get us in trouble.
Franco is the F slur. Yeah, we can't talk about that guy.
Yeah, I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about anything.
I love this line.
Let's read this article.
The SSPX bishops are consecrated purely as sacramental pes dispenser bishops. We understand our episcopal consecration as conferring a real episcopal power. His most powerful excellency said. Wait, S.D. Wright wrote it for them? Why is S.D. Wright writing this?
Wait, hold on. What's Cat Cans doing?
I don't know.
Like saying he or she, or I think he is gonna go set if they're excommunicated. I don't think Cat Cans understands the situation. Like,
yeah, we have to talk.
This is automated. Like, they're gonna do the consecrations and they're just excommunicated. Like, it's just that. Like,
Right?
Like he doesn't even the anti-pope doesn't even need to say anything, does he? Like,
yeah. That's
all right, sorry. My bad. Unsay law. Yeah.
Unsay law.
Does the Pope have the power to excommunicate?
We don't know.
The Pope has the authority. The Pope has the authority to bind and loose. unless he excommunicates me, then he has no authority.
Oh, I like this. The Tombstone Rider will make a shield against the excommunication. That's right. Now, following the announcement that amazing Bishop Paul would consecrate Father Michael Mary Sim to the episcopate, Integrity Magazine, your number one source for anti-Jewish thought, reached out to both clerics for comments. Did anybody watch that Integrity Magazine live stream and think it was good? The one they did yesterday.
Are we supposed to say it's good, or
You can say whatever you want to say.
Comment? What
You
am I
can say what you
thinking
want to
about
say.
it?
Just don't, just like, just be polite. I don't care.
Okay.
Don't drop
I don't have any thoughts come to mind. I thought American Reform
I do.
was good.
I think the American Reform's an idiot and needs to never talk ever again. I don't think the Jews are a problem at all. I literally think that's all a psyop. I literally think they're falling for a Hegelian dialectic by the New World Order to put the Jews as if the Jews were the bad guy. And they're like, hey, why don't you attack the Jews? And then the trad Catholics are like, I know what I'll do. I'll listen to the New World Order and I'll attack them. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, that didn't solve anything. They went and killed more Palestinians. Wow, great job, guys. Great job. We really accomplished something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody knows it's the Jews, and it's only got worse. So, everything's only got worse since Kanye West came out with his 2025 rant. It's just got worse. So, I mean, I guess he's trying to help people in the Novus Ordo connect the dots and understand that the Novus Ordo is a Jewish deal. And you got to get out. But the Alexander Poe guy is based on the Jews, but I don't know if he goes to the Novus Ordo or if he's a SSPX guy. I don't know what his deal is, but he's not Sede, so it's he needs to connect the dots himself. But yeah, that's basically the show.
There's a dungeon kinks. We don't judge people's sexual proclivities and their private actions.
We support quote Cardinal Fernandez and quote Father James Martin SJ on this channel. Let's keep the comments respectful.
No, this is my channel. Why do you take over my channel? Why are you?
I thought we were just yesterday saying hail Father Martin, hail our people. I thought that's what we were.
I say everything ironically.
Okay, all right.
Oh wait, I'm required to say it was good. Yeah, the Integrity Magazine show was good. We liked it a lot.
Because it's a Jewish surname. That's right, Christine. It's this is Christine. It's just proper Tokist attire, is what it is now. So
what does this word mean? Mohel?
No, parts. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Okay.
Part motel. Anyway, so in separate statements provided to Integrity, no. Why is it named that? In separate statements provided to Crisis and provided to Pelican into Integrity. I don't know. Bishop Juan, Father Mary, offered further context and considerations behind the consecration set to take place on July 25th. I didn't know it was so late. Do we know where the consecrations are going to be? Does it say in here?
Yeah, it was in Scotland somewhere.
Okay. The diocese did not provide a comment, but the diocese bishop, Hugh Gilbert, issued a public statement describing the consecration as unlawful and a grave act of disobedience, separating those from taking part in the Catholic community. I don't know. I think I have a bar, though. Like that little refrigerator over there that you see me walk to all the time. It's got alcohol in it.
I saw some bots seething Lefebvre wouldn't have wanted this consecration. I don't know if they were
Oh.
SSPV or SSPX, but whatever, dude.
Or
Like they can
even
cope.
Eric Salmon's being like, it's really different today than it was back then, guys. Oh my god. Ah,
Yeah.
if you it scares me. I didn't cover it in the last episode, but the comments were actually against him, and he started repeating all of his same talking points in defense of himself. Like it was embarrassing, but like I didn't want to clip that in because then it was like repeating the same content.
I thought the rather going to confession with James Martin than the SSPX, like kind of thought that was a little bit based, but
That was kind of funny.
I mean
Like, because
the Ma faculties thing was kind of cringe, but like he should have just said like he shouldn't have explained it. He should have just said I would rather go to confession with James Martin than the SSPX, and then I would have been like, yeah, like I'm down.
yeah, and then it would have been funny. Instead, he was like trying to preach to us about how holy he is because he doesn't like the SSPX. It's like, okay. Like, can these guys stop preaching? Like, just for 5 seconds. Why did Abate? Let's talk about something else for a second. Why did Abate have a woman on his stream? Like, he spends every day, all of his fans, all the time. Oh, I hate women.
Yeah,
Every
kill
woman's
all
a
women,
Freud. They're all stupid. Are you a woman? Then you're stupid. And then he's like, hey, here's a woman. And she's like this big, blubbering, fat woman. She's like, and then I saw the red candle in the church. I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done watching. I didn't get any farther in the clip. Like I couldn't watch it. And then he did a an hour-long stream with this chick. Right. Is there anything that Abate has ever done that he's consistent on? Anything? No?
Yeah, he's been consistently bad and consistently a diabolical heretic and consistently of bad will. And
I know, he's very bad will. And then
yeah,
Father Gecko's like trying to go. There were some people like, hey, you should get Father Gecko on your show. No one should go on his show.
Hey, that guy was new. Okay, be nice.
Yeah, okay,
I think he was actually kind of trolling too, though, with that comment. Yeah, because I gave him the entire Abato file I have, so he was actually that was actually a troll comment.
Oh, wait, this makes sense. Abato just wanted his wife to make his own wife jealous that another woman was worshiping him. Oh, that's a good line. Yeah.
So there's my wife worships me, and then there's John Farrell. My wife left me.
John Farrell's mad at me, by the way, because I just pretty much said the truth about him.
Oh man.
But at least he's not like annoying. He's like consistently annoying.
Yeah.
Like he's not consistently inconsistent. He's just consistently annoying. It's very nice.
Oh
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, we're doing this article thing.
I just want to complain because okay, I've got to ask you this: can you watch any content lately? Because I can't.
I have not watched anything.
Like I think I've
only been on
shows.
Content.
Yeah,
I watched that Cox News yesterday, and I don't know. I don't even remember the last piece of content I watched before that.
Oh,
I've been I've been on Twitter a lot, but I don't know. Yeah.
No, it's like it's horrible.
Yeah, it's what we need. We need a Rad Trad or a Kevin Davis interview with Bishop Law, Bishop De Silva, Friar Tiago. Like that's what we need.
Yeah, Rad Trad needs to stop having fun, like looking at grapes growing or something.
Dude, Rad Trad is him, dude. Like Rad Trad is so goated. Like he is there for the rise of Bishop Law. Like he interviewed Bishop Law and they just ascended. He's like, hey, Your Excellency, honestly, like we need a pope. Can you call for an whatever that council? And then Bishop Law's like, you know what, Rad Trad, I think you're right. Let's do this. Like, can you believe we were on the ground floor of that? That's amazing.
Yeah, we're like the cutting edge of sedevacantism. Move over, Bishop Sanborn.
Well, I came on Salacast like 1 year ago, and now we're like electing a pope together.
I know. If only it would be this simple.
And now we have like all these super fans and stuff. This is crazy. Or you have the super fans. I don't have any.
I have the
fans,
super
but
fans, and everyone latches on to me or
yeah.
attacks me, and it's kind
I
of.
mean,
like,
I've blocked half of Sedvacontism, but
yeah, I have blocked a few, but like most of them, I just mute them politely. I've had them
yeah,
on
they're
that.
just
I just want to say there's like 3 or 4 accounts that are like actually toxic and just like seem to troll tweet everyone like 4 times a day.
yeah.
Guys, once a day at tweet people or something, like just take an hour break between tweets.
I'm somebody that should be blocked, but
Yes.
at least I'm not a nerd. Okay, we need to stop with being a nerd. Okay, we want to be a movement that people want to be a part of. And that's like people are go to the Novus Ordo despite it basically being a gay pride parade because they want to be a part of this historic 2000-year institution with all these buildings. Like they don't care what they actually experience when they're there. They just want to be a part of it. So that's kind of what we got to create is the perception of something that people want to be a part of. And so we got to stop being nerds. Selah.
Well, we need to be like cool nerds. Like we got to be enough self-confidence to know we're right and that we don't have to respond to everyone.
Yeah.
And then enough charity to respond to the people we should respond to. And I don't think it's easy. I just want to say, like, I'm Master Bowser, and this is not easy to like know how to do this. But like some of us, man, oh my goodness, it's embarrassing. It is actually embarrassing. And like the one thing I do agree with our critics on is like what Mike Parrott says. He's like on Twitter, I almost don't respond to anyone who's a setting, just on Twitter.
Well, we gotta
so
have a sense of humor and be fun at least. Like there are there are the bots that anyone would block. That's not unique to our space. But then there are people who are just not fun to be around. And you're like, I'm not talking to this person. Like you and your 5 hardcore seether sedes that are like the real sedes and you don't want to be infiltrated by the CIA and the FBI and Opus Dei. Like, okay, well, we're gonna leave you alone. You can have your group of 6 people that no one wants to be around. Like that's what we don't want to be.
Yeah. What we also don't want to be is a bishop who is based in Canada, restating his understanding that the consecration will be conferring real episcopal power to our bishops to teach. Here's another interesting thing. You know, I've come to the conclusion that the Novus Ordo consecrations literally confer ordinary jurisdiction. That's what they're intended to do. So it's always weird to me whenever a Novus Ordo's like, you don't got no jurisdiction. You're like, yeah, but like your guys' consecration says that's what it confers. That's what the governing spirit is. It's the right to govern the church, to govern the faithful. And you're like, but ours says that, but yours doesn't. But then what do you need a pope for? If your consecrations already give you jurisdiction, you don't need a pope. Pope doesn't do anything in the Novus Ordo. He doesn't do anything. It's just like we're not Protestants because we have a pope, but everything else is the same.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I don't read stuff, so.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's just my random thoughts. Anyway. Contrasting position. How about the society? The society indeed has said their consecrations do not proceed from any desire to claim a power of jurisdiction or establish a parallel authority within the church. Which church? I really wish the society would just go away. Like, I love the fact that they're making bishops because now that everyone is talking about that and we're not talking about stupid stuff, like we have an actual storyline. It's not Trump bombing poor innocent civilians in another country. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing on. Certain sedevacantist groups, such as Bishop Donald Sanborn's Roman Catholic Institute and the Institute Mater Boni Cassili, also deny that bishops consecrated without Roman mandate under the current circumstances enjoy jurisdiction. Do you see that? W. Wright is attacking back at Bishop Sanborn's group.
This is WM review.
Yeah. Well, he's the one who wrote it.
Shoot.
SD Wright.
Okay. I thought it was Cox. Okay.
This is the Cox website, which is like the alternative platform for one of the 3 websites that SD Wright writes for. Thanks. Da, 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 da. 5 bishops had wait, what? And his statement, Father Michael Mary, 72, it revealed that within a fortnight in March, 5 bishops had expressed a desire to consecrate him or indicate that he should be consecrated. 5 people wanted to consecrate this guy. Wow. Bishop Iverinus is like, hey, we need to we need to stack the deck against Sanborn.
Well, yeah, we do. We're doing another. Was it 2023 to 2024? We're doing another consecration war.
Yes.
I mean, like they kind of addressed that in the statement. It was like, oh, you have a problem with this guy just barely being in the Novus Ordo? Well, cope and see. He's a bishop now, and he's old, so we're gonna make 2 or 3 more. Like, you think Bishop Law is gonna be by himself in Canada? No, he needs to make a bishop or 2 to help around Canada. You know, Canada's a huge
size
continent
of the world. Yeah, it's like 99% of it has no people in it. Because it's huge.
Yeah.
It's also 90% of it's in like the North Pole, but you know.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to go from. He's like on the East Coast, right? Like by New York. Is that where he is, or is he? Well, wherever he is, he's gonna have to go to the entire other end of Canada to do confirmations and stuff. So he's going to need at least 1 more bishop just for Canada. So let the consecration wars begin. Like, let's go.
Who's again? Sanborn? SD Wright. SD Wright is forming his own. The WM Review people are forming their own cult movement called the 65 Shadows. That until the council is ended, it's not actually sedevacantism. It's always funny. Anyway, the May document also expressed their embrace of Bishop Law's call for an imperfect council to resolve the crisis in the church. Yeah, seems perfect to me.
Right. I don't see a problem with it. Yeah.
I heard that if you have 1 Bitcoin, they let you be a pope. I mean, a bishop. Look at another attack at Bishop Sanborn. The idea of a general and perfect council, which is accompanied possibility of a election of a pope, has been controversial since it was raised in January this year and has been firmly opposed by some, quote, sedevacantists, unquote, including Bishop Sanborn and Stephen Heiner.
So, besides Bishop Sanborn and Pope Jenkins, and the obvious suspects, I mean, I guess, Bishop McGuire said something, but who? I mean, I know there are people in sedevacantism that oppose it, but like, who are they? Like, they haven't come out together and oppose it.
Stephen Heiner, Matthew Theo.
Yeah, those are the sedepravationists. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
so besides the sedepravationists and their affiliates, like I don't know. Like, they're saying, like, who are the bishops that signed up for the council? Well, who are the ones that are opposed to it? Yeah, like saying it's the same question, except one matters more. So
I forget who it was who pointed out that making giving a seminarian the minor orders is a juridical act, right? And so according to what Bishop Sanborn actually does, he's been a real bishop like since the 70s, essentially. Like he's participating in doing the 70s, like the 80s. I mean, but he's been like participating in making seminarians as almost his whole career as a priest. So that like he's pretty much just living in this perpetual self contradiction. It's like being a Mexican and hating Mexican food. It's a continuous self contradiction. It's the second best cuisine in the world.
Well, I mean, you can see what it is. It's like you don't have jurisdiction to do what you want, but I have jurisdiction to do whatever I want. I mean,
yeah, well, I do have
'cause-
jurisdiction to live stream.
Well, if you don't have jurisdiction, then you can't even hear confessions, right?
I guess unless they're about to die. Yes.
Yeah. So besides that, so they just say, "Oh, I'm a state of emergency." Like it's just R&R. Like I'm a state of emergency. I can do whatever I want. Like if you don't have any jurisdiction, then stop pretending to be a bishop or a priest. Then, like so this whole like set of a contest or set of probation is telling each other they don't have jurisdiction is just complete nonsense. It's just not a serious. It's not serious. It's a smoke screen. Yeah, it's a smoke screen. It's basically yeah.
So in all seriousness, the problem is everyone had to discern this because nobody figured this out until like the 80s, or at least until the late 70s. Because everyone they all thought that at some point, like the Holy Spirit would kick in
and save like Paul the Sixth or whatever.
Until Thuk comes along, it's like, okay, you gotta wake up, Holy Ghost, okay.
Well, wasn't Assisi like the big event though? Wasn't that where the divergence was?
86 and 88.
86. Yeah. So that was anti-Pope John Paul II. So, but that's 10 years after Paul VI schooled Lefebvre, though, in that letter.
Yeah,
and then
the letter
Assisi and so Assisi happens, and Lefebvre persists for 5 more years, saying that he's still the Pope. So I got beef, like.
Well, I mean, it depended on which group he talked to, because I think some people assumed that if you say that the seat is empty, that you're the church. Juridically, you're the church. And they hadn't thought that through at that point. So, like, that would actually sound like they were literally making themselves a separate counter church.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, if it's not said in the correct way, you literally do sound like a Protestant. That's why, like, if you read Lefebvre, you that's actually the way I think you should read him. Is you should saying, because who is it? Father Noel asks him in 88. There's a group of people here. They want to know if you're a state of a contest, and he says, "I can't answer yes to that because it would cause scandal." Well, it's like, well, who's it causing scandal for? Like that, there's someone that he's thinking about that, like, that would make them hardcore Novus Ordos if he said yes. So then he's like, I'm gonna say yes. Screw that. The man who's attacking Bishop Sanborn, S.D. Wright, is the co-founder and editor of WM Review, a Catholic a state of a contest publication dedicated to presenting stupid British people as if they were the only people alive. Like every single have you ever noticed that every single British person is like, oh, Chesterton and my branch of Augustinian independent city priests.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're so good. Oh,
let's go.
His work encompasses Here's a Compass, Essays, Translation, and the Analysis of Current Events in the Church. Hi, Father Gecko. How's it going?
Yes.
Hello. Don't make me regret this.
What say you, Father?
Good evening, y'all.
So the question that I asked in Burrito, Thuk, have you found all of Catholic content to be like unbearable lately? Like, except for Kevin Davis having Dr. Mikamaka on.
Okay, that was good. That was good.
And St. Lacaste and SETP, of course.
No, St. Lacaste is terrible. Don't watch it. No, even my own show is awful lately.
I will neither confirm nor deny. But yes, I find it kind of unbearable because I can find so much more content and quality stuff in a book in 10 minutes than I can listening for 2 hours to this quote unquote Catholic content.
Oh my goodness.
Quote marks, right?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's literal pandering. It's literally people justifying their own bad behavior. I can't.
Yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth all the time between, is it even worth it spending time online doing these kind of things? Like I had this conversation with Kevin just the other day. Like, I feel like, what's the point of coming online? What's the point of saying this stuff? Like, people shouldn't be listening to me. They should be listening to their priest, or they should be reading a book. But instead, we're constantly listening to stuff online, as you call it, brain rot. And it's like, brain rot is not supposed to be your guide. And yet that's become somewhat of a guide for so many people, right?
Some people don't listen to music anymore. They listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Like growing up, I only listened to music.
No, I get it. When I'm driving, I switch back and forth. Like if music doesn't fit if it makes me irritated or doesn't keep me awake, then I switch to a podcast. If that doesn't work, I switch to an audiobook. If that doesn't work, I switch to silence. If that doesn't work, I switch to playing a harmonica. It just depends what you need at the time. So yeah. But no, I don't know. I mean, it just how much Catholic content online, quote unquote Catholic content online, is there that is actually from good sources that are priests or bishops versus a lay person giving their take on what a priest or bishop says. So what's the point of this? What's the point?
The point is to fill up dead air. Sure. Because if you don't, other people will. That's the actual point that I've come to.
That's why we need Sede Vacante, eh?
Yeah, that's why it's. Well, I was okay. So I was thinking about it this way, right? So you're a missionary in a foreign land, and you're making 2 converts a year.
Hey,
you're just there suffering
in Arkansas. Come on. This isn't
no. But right, that you have to have so much mental fortitude to actually at this point just switch back.
Thank you.
You have to have so much mental fortitude to actually continue. And it's the same thing with this. Like, I'd love to just never ever podcast ever again and play video games.
Heard.
Because one I actually enjoy, and the other one is just I have to watch Eric Sammons. No, because I want to know what the talking heads are saying, and it's pure insanity.
I've never listened to them, but I watch your videos, taking some of their clips. Yes,
Canon law serves me.
That was insane.
I literally I can't believe anyone who calls himself a Catholic would say that.
The point of canon law is that you follow canon law and you will save your soul. But if something comes up that inhibits this particular legal whatever, the salvation of souls that take precedence, not whatever you think is best. That's what canon law is. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe anybody that would claim to be Catholic would say that. It just blew my mind.
Yeah. Well, it's just like I'm going to quote this canon law, and then I'm going to take a out of context paragraph that might not even be real, or I'm going to take an out of context quote from a theologian, and I'm going to use that against all the popes to prove my opinion. Like that's the R&R.
I have a little bit of sympathy for them. Maybe a lot of sympathy for them because what they're doing, it's like they have their priests that they follow. Some of them have priests, some of them have quote unquote priests, and they're just trying to follow that line, and that's the right approach. I mean, you're supposed to follow your priest, you're supposed to follow your bishop, you're supposed to follow your pope, but The problem is that these lines that these priests or these bishops follow are just completely contrary to what the church taught before Vatican II. So I don't know how you can argue. I don't know how you can argue with that.
I don't know how they can argue with it either, but it's like what Esquire said. If you read canon law, it seems extremely subjective. Like we did a whole month where every time we do Salicast, we were like, I have a personal mental image that doing this is going to be bad. Now I just don't, the law doesn't exist. And we just kept laughing over this again, but that's what it says. If you have a mental hang up on something, you can just do whatever you want. How is this reasonable? Like, this is a joke.
Well, it's like canon law, for example. You can take one canon out of the thousands that are there, but if you don't understand the principles, then you're going to apply it incorrectly. So canon law is not supposed to be just picked up by anybody that doesn't know the principles of law, or the principles of canon law or philosophy or theology or whatever else, and just take one line and run with it. But at the same time, the Novus Ordo code kind of pushes that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They can take one code and they can interpret it so many different ways because it is so subjective. That's the whole Novus Ordo stick, is subjectivity. And no,
yeah, I do think, and I have a thesis I've been working on now.
Thank you. Yes.
Ooh, what is that?
Yes. This is how a real Tukist drinks his beverage. It's with a mug that is a Crusader mug. Stop shaking your head, ZP. Stop.
That must be a lot of whiskey. You know, we Tukists only drink hard alcohol. You know, we don't do any beer. So.
Oh, I won't say that. I wouldn't. I think that's another heresy. You're on a roll.
Heresy. I have a new theory, and it's this. Vatican II is a new heresy, and it's not modernism.
Okay, explain.
So, the French Revolution brought in liberalism, which is the divorce from the natural telos of all things. Modernism is the idea that we can scientifically promote life, like in an abstract, non-human way, and then we look at the emotional responses and we judge things according to those, like analytically.
Okay.
And put those two together and you have what the Vatican II religion is. It's this weird cult of human dignity. But I don't think it's modernism because I don't think it's about the scientific reduction of mankind to the vital eminence. I don't think vital eminence is even talked about anymore. It's just dignity. All of a sudden we have equality and dignity. It's the new religion. Where was that before? Because even in the late 1800s, like the superiority of the white man was still a thing. So, and that was part of modernism.
I see where you come from with that point for sure. But I think modernism is a lot broader than what you give for the definition. I think modernism is whatever serves the what should we say, the enlightenment or the appraisal of man. Mm-hmm. And so if that means something scientific, if that means something political, if that means something emotional, if that means whatever, that's all it is. I think modernism is a denial of the supernatural and a taking down of God from his throne and putting man in his place. And so whatever serves the interests of man at the time, that's where moral relativism comes in. Mm-hmm. That is modernism, because it's just getting away from the old idea of dogmas of the past, that there is a truth, and that there is something from God that we have to follow. I think modernism is just that. It's just whatever serves man at the time. So modernism in 100 years, hopefully it's not still around, but if it's still around in 100 years, could be completely different from what it was in the 1890s and what it is today, because it's all about the service of man. That's how I perceive it.
Okay. That works. But that's just very obnoxious.
So where does
how is that obnoxious? Please tell me. Most people will just say, "Oh yes, Father, that is a great take, Father. I will follow your direction, Father. Please enlighten me more."
That's obnoxious because then it's harder to analyze.
Of course it is. That's the point.
All right, say law. So where does communism come into all this? Like, where do we say that communism actually started? Is it before? When was Karl Marx? Was he? I don't even know when he was from. But does Catholicism say communism came before that, or how does that compare to modernism, or is it part of it?
Can I just jump in and say I think communism was? Sorry, CDP. I know you were asked a question, but I think that communism. I'm trying to be respectful. I just think communism was a way to bring down the external political order to bring about the bigger picture. That's how I think it fits in. But CDP, if you would, sorry.
But the reason why I distinguish what we might call the scientific revolution of liberalism, which is not the same thing as French Revolution liberalism, which is why I said what I said before, is because Marxist uses a fundamental objective value theory for economics. It's like he literally believes that every item sold has a literal exact price, and someone's getting left out of the profits.
Yeah, that's so
versus what Molina taught in the 1600s, which was that the price was individualized, which is why he said the king of Spain could not force doctors to treat anyone, and that rather they had to become a market function. That's an early Austrian idea, 1600s in Catholic Spain.
Okay.
But Marx having the scientific idea, that model means that any social structure can dictate morality. That's what it means. That's why Mises in Human Action, he says the state is infallible, and he specifically uses infallible.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's why it takes the place of, instead of division of the church and the state, it just means church and the church, or the state and the church. The Catholic Church got left out.
Right. There is a guide, but it's not the Catholic Church, it's the state.
Yeah, because there's objective value. And the whole thing about the Catholic religion is it's giving you it's giving you all the values in all of their formats, but one of them is an objective value of right and wrong.
Sure. Because God isn't a factor.
Yeah.
Right? Because
God's not a factor in Marxism.
God isn't the factor. It's what is a profit to society here and now.
Yeah. And then you just take the Hegelian aspect of the history of mankind revealing itself. Well, what's it going to be tomorrow? It's going to be sinful tomorrow. Wow. Who knew? It's like, come on, guys.
I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about your philosophies and Hegelian this and that whatever else, because I've only ever had anything that was from a Catholic source, so I've never read any of these philosophers or whatever else.
It's the best part is that one clip of Bishop Sanborn doing Kant, and he's speaking in German, and he can't resist saying the Heil word. Because the
there we go, got it. Sorry about that. That's never happened before. Okay.
Well, the issue from a philosophical viewpoint is, how do we navigate the world going forward? Like, because you should have some amount of practical application to the world, but then you have to analyze the world. And that's why, like, the disagreements I have with Cox and the integralists, it'll never be resolved without Catholicism, because it's impossible for us to agree on the philosophy to move forward. This is why it's like, the end of the day, why I pragmatically say, even as a city privationist, that we should just drop all the things that make a pope, is because there's no way to resolve anything. We all believe what we believe. I believe baseball is better than soccer, and Anthony Padua Radtrad is probably watching soccer right now. It's like, why? Why are you doing that?
Yeah,
you shouldn't.
It's tough to defend Radtrad sometimes, It's like,
but is all of life philosophy? I mean, I'm no philosopher. I got through philosophy in the seminary because that was part of that's what we had to do. But I got the basics, and what I got out of it was just the practical application. The practical application was a lot more clear when we got to moral theology and canon law, because that was how then do people act, and what are the things that guide people's actions, not just somebody's idea of it, which to me is what philosophy is somebody's idea. I mean, yes, of course, you get somebody's idea and then you pattern that off in whatever practical application. But without a Catholic idea of things and practical application, it just seems like philosophy just goes out the window.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I lost interest in my master's program was
Sure.
at some point philosophy became people talking to each other, to other philosophers about philosophy. Like my master's thesis was music is a space of phenomenological experience you enter into. That was what my thesis was on.
Wait, say that again, please.
Music is a space, in the technical sense, that you phenomenologically enter into.
I don't know how to process that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's gibberish. But that's what I was very interested in doing when I was 23. Like,
okay.
Ooh, this is fun.
I gotta say, I love music, and I like a lot of different types of music, but I never would have defined it that way. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to wrap my head.
But there's what music actually is. It's a process like cooking.
Okay,
that's the easiest way to explain music. It's like making a loaf of bread. At the end of it, you say, "I have a loaf of bread."
You want to enjoy it, sure.
But you can look at every single individual part of that process and say, "This is me making a loaf of bread." Just like with music, you look at the first measure, the middle measure, the last measure. It's all music. And the books I was reading, they were like, they couldn't figure this out. And so, I don't know. I was reading some Polish book from the early 1900s. Not in Polish. I don't know that, but it was arguing that music was a mental object. And it meant that in the technical 1900 sense of the term mental object. And like it took me like a week to understand what that meant.
Mental object, but the fact is that you need ears to hear music. So,
yes.
That kind of takes away from the purely philosophical whatever.
Yeah, no, but largely at that point you begin to realize, you can get smarter and smarter, and all you are doing is becoming more autistic. Like no one understands you.
Well, what does philosophy and music have to do with anything?
No, like, what I was interested in. It's not the analysis of being.
He's a composer.
Being. And I am a composer. Written 200, 300 pieces of music.
That's fantastic. You should send me some.
No, horrible.
You send him the cat song.
No.
I mean, I've heard what you put on the channel, but okay. Right.
No, the cat song I wrote to annoy a nephew. Like, no, I just get random ideas to write music. It's horrible.
Yes, bootlick or whoever you are, Sailacast is something that I've not been able to last for more than 1 minute. So yes, I'm afraid of it because I'm afraid of losing my sanity and my dignity. So yes,
I have I have some.
No one has dignity who goes to Sailacast, which is why I go there. We just go there to do extreme long form Nick Kovas's content mostly.
Well, that's not something that I think I can do publicly. So
yeah,
it's a stretch to be on this show. Come on,
a lot of people's content I watch I don't do publicly.
I have my traditionalist tobacco, so I have an opinion.
Okay, so a very good friend of mine sent me.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish. My apologies.
All right, yeah. So I am thinking of and for the chat, we're not doing this yet because this would be under the supervision of the clergy and at least somebody in the clergy, right? So we're not doing this. All right, this is just an idea. Is that after the SSPX consecrations, I start a boiler room and we cold call every SSPX phone number, and we get them to become sedevacantist. Like
why don't you just go become a hermit and lacerate yourself instead?
I'm just saying, let's literally just call them up.
How many salesmen do you actually listen to on the phone? Come on.
I mean,
why would you be any different?
it's just a 1 minute well, sales. You're building a pipeline, so you're going to call them up. It's a 1 minute pitch. I'm here on behalf of the traditional.
Right off the bat, sure, that's what I would do. Anybody in
Yeah,
their
but
right mind
I'm
would
not
do
the only one though.
Sure.
Well,
so they
here's
got
the thing: cold.
timers.
Well, first of all, cold calling still works.
why
And
you
in
doing
case
this?
in case you're trying to say it
Yeah,
doesn't. I mean,
with people that
like people
don't
still
know
make
anything about what the subject matter is. Sure. cold
Yeah.
calling
I mean, people that don't know anything about their industry do cold calling and they make millions of dollars a year. Like I'm actually
Because
a
they're
cold caller.
talking to
I'm a
people
cold
that
caller
don't-
myself in my business. I don't know what I'm doing, and
because they don't
like, look at this cigar.
they're calling don't know anything what they're talking about.
It's
Like,
not. We're not the people doing the cold calling are not the apologists or the bishops. Like it leads to that. So we're building a pipeline. This is a long sales process.
Yes.
So that we're calling them up and getting them to meet with the bishops or what have you. Because basically what I would ask you, because you should know more about this than me, is what has been the effort from the traditional Took bishops towards the SSPX bishops to get them to become Catholic, because they reject Vatican I. They're just flat out non-Catholic. Like they have, how they have their own interpretation of Vatican II? Well, they do the same thing for Vatican I. They don't believe what the church teaches on the Pope's authority, as far as I know. So what I'm saying is we can't, as much as I hate the SSPX, like we got to try to convert them. Like I can't just be out here talking crap on them all day. Like we have to actually have the charity to rebuke them and try to convert them, So like, what do you know what the efforts have been from the traditional clergy to reach out to them historically?
Yeah. Well, I only have a limited experience, of course, but with my interactions with the laity, they've always been the ones that I've come into contact with, the laity have been very positive and been very friendly, especially when they saw where we're coming from and we actually had an opportunity to talk. And it was really positive and really beneficial. With the clergy, myself, I've never, ever talked with the SSPX clergy, men, ever, priest or bishops. I don't know what the other priests have done, but myself, I've never talked with them. Of course, I'm here in Arkansas, where the closest one is 3 hours away, but he only comes in weekends, so he isn't really there. So it's not like he's a neighbor by any means. But for the most part, I think the SSPX clergy just think that we are, we're schismatic, and there's no point talking to us. I don't know what efforts have been made, but that's a good question. Maybe it would be really good to reach out to them more and see if we can establish some personal interactions with them. But I don't
like
know.
a game of mini golf.
Yeah, because I was seeing if you knew. I was just seeing if you knew the history of those efforts at all. Because
myself, I don't.
Okay.
I know I don't. I don't know the efforts, and I'm not privy to every priest, person.
Also, just because we believe something does not mean we can just convince other people that they should believe something. Like, come on, how long have I been being like Austrian economics? And have you ever picked up a book by an Austrian? No.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
like, you can go get them all for free online right now from me, Society, to you. Do you do it? No. It's like, come on.
That's not.
Yeah, but I mean, like the R&R errors are like they're gonna have to. Are they not gonna have to do an abjuration of their R&R errors though? I mean, the R&R errors are those not like specifically condemned?
I mean, I'm glad you brought that up, because.
Or what is the deal with that?
I mean, I've seen you label people in the Sordo and SSPX just you're an outright heretic. Period. Pop.
I support the Novus Ordo more than the SSPX, man. Like, without a doubt.
Francisco Franco's Father Geckel seems more like a croquet kind of guy. That's pathetic. I'm a baseball guy. Leave me alone.
We do baseball. He would not be on there if he didn't support baseball. Okay.
Leave me alone with croquet. I'm not British. Give me a break. I'm not.
What are you of What descent are you of? Are you I don't know. You are German? Oh, let's go. Okay.
Yeah, we're all
Me too.
Germans.
Yeah.
90%
yeah.
of all people are either Italians, Irish, or Germans. That's it.
Oh
Okay.
man. Let's go.
Okay, 1 second before I go on, before I forget. So you
Yeah,
said
the
something-
R&R.
a friend of mine just gave me.
Yeah,
this.
we're talking about abjuring the R&R errors. That's what we were.
Yes, we were talking about.
That's what I was asking you about.
What's more
Yeah,
important
like
right now is
yeah.
that somebody just gave me this gigantic Gandalf pipe, which is massively huge and awesome. And now I have a Gandalf pipe, and it's fantastic. So, since you're smoking a cigar, I will join you. Anyway, more important matters. Oh, man, I hope I don't get sacked for this. No.
Let's go.
What I was going to say.
No one knows
Dark
you're on here,
Gecko
right?
mode activated.
No one in the chat. Tell Bishop Pivernus about this.
Look,
He would
whatever
probably
the
get a
case,
chuckle
this
out of
just
it.
has
I
to
would
be
say
talked
he'd
about.
probably get
Whatever the case,
He'd
okay.
probably get a
It's
chuckle
just
out of it. I know Bishop Pivernus. Look, if I'm doing something wrong, I'll change it. But I know Bishop Pivernus. He's not one for correcting things that absolutely don't need to be corrected. But if I need to be corrected, I'll be corrected. Anyway, you were saying SSPX and Novus Ordo. The thing is, with Novus Ordo people that come in, we don't have them take an abjuration of error. Same with the SSPX. We don't have them take an abjuration of error. None of the Seamerite churches do that. If you have a person that is a Protestant and they grew up Protestant, whatever else, they take an abjuration of error because, well, obviously they're Protestant, not Catholic. With the SSPX and with those that are in Novus Ordo, like their intention and desire is to be Catholic. So how can you make them an abjuration of error when the whole time they were just trying to be Catholic? So when you quickly label everybody else just a diabolical heretic,
of bad will,
like,
with no supernatural faith.
yes, which I see you do all the time.
Public, notorious, manifest, infamous, fraudulent.
I wonder if you're a diamondite when you say those things.
It's a parody of that. Certainly,
It's just
Okay,
the most
good.
radical thing you
I
can
like
say.
that. I mean, I like to take. I like
you
to
say
take
parody?
what's
I know
good from
that.
that.
I know people that became diamondites, and it's nothing to joke about because it's, well, for you guys you can joke about it, but for normal people you can't.
Yeah,
joke
it's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the abjuration of error. It's something for those who have been, there's, how should we say it? How do I say it without getting in trouble? I mean, it's like, if you grew up a Protestant, you're outside the church. What's happened after Vatican II is something that is not been officially 100% formally, whatever you want to say, clarified or identified as outside the church. So you don't treat it as that because you have all these people in the SSPX that are trying to be Catholic. That's all they know. They're following their priests, they're following their bishops, whatever. So do you call them diabolical heretics? I don't. I've met with them, and they're
right.
fantastic Catholics that just maybe don't get it all. That I'm not saying we should support Eric Sammons and Taylor Marshall. I'm just saying that there is a difference.
Yeah, I mean, one of the differences is that some people are obstinately anti-sedevacantist and aggressive and hate us.
Sure,
but there's not really a reason to go around kicking up hornets' nests. Like, I don't go to my Novus Ordo siblings and be like, "You're a diabolical heretic." Sure. Like, it might be fun to do that, but I ain't doing that. Like, I go play board games with them if they're around.
Yeah,
there's a little bit back how we said at the start of the stream, like a little less autism, a little more like suaveness, that is needed.
So all of the discourse on this, though, like on Twitter, YouTube, whatever, is under the paradigm of the R&R industrial media complex, where it's normal to say things about the church teaching on the papacy that are in fact diabolical, though. Like, that's what I'm saying is what I'm not even saying the conclusion of, like, if they can't flip the switch and say he's not the Pope, I'm not even necessarily saying that's the problem. It's that they are saying that, like, something like, for instance, the SSPX they're going to get excommunicated, and then they're going to say it's not an excommunication. I mean, that's like you don't believe Catholicism if you say that. You just like the Pope excommunicated you, and then you're going to say that he didn't. I mean, that's what I see is, and I think that this can be observed by anybody in terms of substance of the faith, is that these are just people that want to go to their nice Latin mass show on Sunday. Like the Novus Ordo is bad, just me and my Latin mass, and the Pope is trying to obstruct that experience. But it's just like they're just fans of the Latin mass, like Anglicans, in my view. Like that's how I see it.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, that's just my point of view.
And I hear the contrary comments. Catholic Crusader, I hear what you say. I hear what the other people say, that they're disagreeing.
Is Catholic Crusader backing me up? Let me see.
He is.
Let's go.
He's making the point. I
Wait,
get it.
Hold up, or say a lot. It's Catholic Crusader Films. I shouted you out with that video on the Perpetual Successors fallacious objection. That was an all-time great. Took his video. Thank you, good sir. Selah, go ahead, Father, sir.
But I have to throw in, and this is not diminishing anything about the position that I hold as a Sedevacantis. This is not diminishing anything of the Catholic faith. But I mean, it is the practice of the church. I think, well, for one thing, we've never been in the situation we've been in today, for one thing. And on another point, like, even in times of normalcy, when you had a pope and you had the normal hierarchy and you had ordinaries and you had all that stuff, if a priest was a heretic, and clearly so, you could still go to him until he was formally excommunicated by the church. So the church even made some leeway on this point. That's what canon law says. That's a minor sub point to the whole unicum issue with the SSPX of why we don't believe that it's a mortal sin to go to the SSPX. That's a minor point. It's not the whole thing, but it's one of the points. So in the situation that we're in, when I meet up with people that are SSPX, and I've had some people ask me to come and help them out, or, because they don't have mass or sacraments available to them as much. And, I've gone to their homes and I've had mass for them, or I have just heard confessions for them, or whatever else. And what I've seen is just a solid adherence to the Catholic faith, as I see in my parish. So can you call them formal diabolical heretics? I can't. Otherwise, I wouldn't give them the sacraments, for sure. So maybe we disagree on that. But I mean, it's one thing to see it online and to see it in letter, but to see how these people are actually living, it's very different. It's very different.
Yeah.
And so I don't see, and that's why I think the church's laws are a little bit more broad and more embracing and understanding of that, because the church in her wisdom taken into account all of these factors, and not just what is going on right now at this minute in this part of our country with this parish. All right, I've talked for a long time. I'll let you guys talk.
Yeah.
I agree. We should only call pernicious, tenacious jerks formal heretics. No, I do believe, like, if someone's just like, I'm a retarded SSPX Lefebvre's a saint, and I don't know theology, you make fun of him, but like, there's no reason to go like so hard. They're not all Anthony Abate. Like, we got to save the hate for certain people. Come on, Tommy. You just can't go like, oh, pernicious, tenacious heretic. Only unless like they're really annoying.
If Anthony Abate had a CMRI parish right next to him, he would be going there.
Oh, he would. Of course he would.
I'm sure he would. He would be using his platform to defend the CMRI. And
no. He would not do that. He would. Okay.
No, because it would go against the narrative, and he would get all these people supporting him, and he would be. I don't know. To be clear, I don't follow the guy anymore because I think there's no point. But it makes me too angry, so I don't follow him anymore.
Yeah. But I mean, he drives past the SSPX 10 minutes down
No.
the road to go to his indult though.
I've had good interactions with him personally, but I just can't.
No, he's up and down all the time. He's like me. He's very choleric. Sometimes he's fantastic. Sometimes he's completely diabolical. And every day it's a different person. Like I was making fun of him for having a woman on, and all of a sudden he finds my comment and he's replying, "Well, at least I didn't have Lila Rose on, I guess." Like, no, we're making fun of you, and he got butthurt about us making fun of him. He's the toughest skinned person on Twitter, but this one thing hurt him. Like, there's no way this hurt him, and then today it did. Like, what? What's it going to be? It changes every single day. He is the most effeminate human being of all time.
How do you know when you only have online interactions? I mean, it's not a good meter for anything, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I get where you're coming from. I used to blast you for it, but since I'm 6 months old in online world, I get it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I better say one last thing about the SSPX deal. So I guess I could be more clear that I do think there are some people not of bad will that go there. And then there are sedevacantist that go there. I can't quite understand that, but there are sedevacantists that go there. So it's just when people advocate for the position. So I'm talking about the clergy, and then I'm talking about people advocating for the R&R position, like saying like you can hold that as a Catholic, and that's where I'm like, this is diabolical. And
no, I get you.
Yeah. So I could clarify that, I guess, but
no,
and I was just trying to understand for myself too. I'm like, I don't think Archbishop Lefebvre set out to start a non-Catholic sect. I don't think he was trying to start the Lefebvre Church of Lefebvreism, but I just look at it now and it looks to me like it is. But it's like, can we not recognize it as a non-Catholic sect even though it hasn't been declared such? Because it's like you can identify a person as a heretic before they're declared, right?
I mean, that's a fact why I don't encourage people to go to the SSPX. I don't encourage it if they have something nearby. But at the same time, can I say it's a mortal sin to go to them when I don't know?
Right.
Because I think that a lot of them have different positions with different priests in different parishes. So it's a little bit wider, maybe. But
I mean, I don't say it is.
Also, this is becoming dogmatic sedevacantism, which we all don't like from the city privationists, and then we turn around and use it on everybody else. It's like dogmatic sedevacantism makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah.
You can be right without it being a dogma.
I mean, we're gonna get away from that because we're electing Pope Took the First, so it's like we're getting away from sedevacantism being the permanent state of things potentially, even though it was ridiculous that was a thing. But so now the way I'm talking is kind of projecting into the future when we have elected Pope Took the First. And I'm kind of I'm projecting into the future, like thinking of what that looks like. And the SSPX and sedevacationists going against us, but then we have our army of Novus Ordos that came in to support Pope Took the First. Like I'm kind of in the future now. So I'm kind of away from the current situation, and then
you must be.
I exist in
my goodness.
Sure.
You and Sadie get along. That's why the dreamer.
I might be the
philosopher. That's
I think I'm the most.
I might be the most practical guy. What am I doing here?
Well,
I don't know what you're doing here. No one else wants to come up and have ridiculous conversations.
Am I the highest percentage German of us all? I might be like 70% something, or are you 100%?
At least. So
okay, we're probably about the same. But
get out of here.
All of the other ethnicities of white, they're just not there. Like I'm just 100% German,
and you're in Utah. What the heck? Come on.
So the Mormons are 75% English, 25% German. So I flip that. So
in Arkansas, in Protestant Arkansas, we're better than that. Get out of here.
Oh yeah. Are we anti-English on this channel now?
Yes.
Yeah, because
100%.
Okay.
wait,
Well,
are
for my
we?
part, I'm 100%. So
Are we? Wait a second. I
That's
thought
at
we were the
least-
WM Review American channel where we're making our own Sede 65 position.
I'm sure the WM review is anti-English in historically. Anyway, come on.
I mean,
Aren't they
I'm
both
dressed English, but you
No,
know,
you dress
other
East,
than that,
you don't dress English. They don't have a. Yeah.
A proclamation.
or 1920s British, I guess. Oh, what? No way!
Hi,
You got to
David
come
Ross.
on, David Ross. You got to get on here. Do you know what's? Did you hear what's going on, Father, with David Ross? Did you?
No,
he,
he's just a fellow Sede Picantist that he
I don't know who
exists to
David
troll
Ross is.
people.
I've heard you say his name, but I don't know who he is.
Yes. So he's
You always.
he's
Take
a
me
Nova he's a
now!
Nova Sordo, but he signed the open letter.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, so he's totally against R and totally based. Well, he is Canadian though, so there is a drawback. He does happen to be Canadian, unfortunately.
I've known
But
good Canadians. I'll say that. I've only known
okay,
one family that was good, that were French, but I've known a couple.
yeah. Well, David Ross is easily my favorite Canadian. It's not even close.
I've known good Filipinos, good South Africans, good Englishmen, good Frenchmen.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of
Our
people.
holy,
Frenchmen are really low in the percentage there.
yeah.
Canadian, I don't know.
Yeah, we might have to be. I mean, Sede AP is out here saying French people aren't white. I don't know what that's
He's
about. but
Californian. Does his opinion really matter? Come on.
California, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we get some anti-California in chat.
I know I
you know.
can say that and not get kicked. If I get fired, you guys, it's your fault. But if I get
Wait, is
fired,
he saying?
no. If we ever have Thuck on ever again, it's our fault.
Oh,
Like,
post the link
he's
for.
insane.
Oh, he
You're
did.
insane.
Okay, he did. Okay.
You do this insanity stream every time I have you on. At this point, you might as well just invite all the Nova Sordos on.
the insanity is that I joined up with you guys knowing how it would go.
The insanity is Kevin Davis isn't woken up at 5 a.m. to join us.
What?
Oh, is he 10 hours ahead or like
Isn't it like that?
or Eastern? He's 8 ahead of Eastern.
8 ahead of where I am, which is Central.
Oh, you're saying. Oh, yeah. Okay. So 7 ahead of East. So
Man,
Ego is
Nine.
who you are.
so it's like 4. 8 plus.
he's a monster.
Look, you don't have to worry about. People mess with me all the time. I'm a priest. Come on, you have no idea.
Oh, did you see when Cox came on the show and said AP started crying?
He started crying. What?
It was so funny.
I watched
Like
10
it
or
was-
15 minutes of when Stephen Cox came on the show. He probably never did it again, did he?
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's not.
Yeah, he was on for like an hour.
No, we
and a
had
half, though.
Christine and John the Fool and on, and
It was
John.
so yeah.
I don't know. I don't like doing these shows. I do these shows just because I think they should exist. This isn't the show I want to do. I don't like the show. I'm not
Yeah.
comfortable talking.
Seriously, like on a really serious note, I do really appreciate you for that. Like, I do respect that a lot.
Let's go.
You're
Hail
like,
David Ross. Hail our people.
Hey,
I don't know who you are, but hello, how are you?
David Ross is a Nova Sordo a liberal Nova Sordo who actually believes what the church teaches. He's just Nova Sordo. Like,
Wait. Can you be
him
Nova
and I-
He's like a.
liberal Nova Sordo and believe what the
yeah, we're against R&R.
It's yeah.
I'm a
He's
Senate
like,
Cantist.
he like stretches the hermeneutic of continuity around the Earth 3 times.
How do I-
It's the horseshoe effect.
Yeah. It's Nova
Triple
Sordos
horse.
and Sedes versus R&R. That's the David
Anyway,
Ross.
it's nice to meet. It's nice to meet you, especially you, Cardinal Thuck Esquire, PhD doctor.
This
because-
is our first time on stream together, isn't it?
yeah. I pictured you
Wow.
differently. I pictured you like old and fat and Asian. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. I mean,
never even
I
saw your
I
name.
thought people had to know I was young and German. You know, I thought people had to figure that out based on my
Why don't you
profile
put that in
picture.
your
But
profile instead of being Thook then?
It's pronounced
yeah,
Took, isn't it? Took?
Like hair
Took,
Thook or
Took.
something.
Come on, get it
Took.
right.
It's pronounced Took. Yeah, just
So
like
anyway,
cook with a T. You know.
it's just I love the Sedes, the ones that I've met, except for that one guy Chris who blocked me recently, but I don't know who he is.
Who?
Chris, someone I don't
Jackson?
Yeah, or no, it was like
No.
the Irish guy.
He's
Yes.
not.
know. Yeah,
he's
the
not a
Irish guy,
Sede.
exactly, the Irish guy.
Well,
No.
I almost went that route. I mean, I saw I was going crazy seeing some of your stuff early on, and then I'm like, well, I don't know. He's hanging out with Seti P, so I shouldn't go after him. Yeah, but
No,
but yeah, there. I don't know. Some of the Sedes aren't gonna like understand what you're about, but
The ones that
maybe
are-
now they will because I'm trying to introduce you to them.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. But it's just like you're more niche than the R&R rad trads. They're so boring, and they hate the Pope, and that makes me sick. Whereas you guys love the Pope, you just don't happen to think that this guy
Right.
or the past guys
Right.
are Pope.
100%.
That's fine. But you guys love and respect the papacy. But what's with these
Exactly.
R&R guys?
Well, that's the thing. It's like I can't tell you how many. It's nice to meet you, good sir.
Yeah.
I've been a Sedevacanist my whole life. I didn't have to work through anything, but my whole life, I grew up in parish school with nuns and full habit teaching me, in high school and a boarding school and everything. It's like the papacy is why we're doing what we're doing. I mean, we don't hate the papacy; we love it. That's the only reason why we're doing what we're doing.
Absolutely. And you guys, a lot of you guys are quirky and funny and silly and have a sense of humor.
Not me.
So I like that. I like that Anthony Padua Radtrad guy too. Who's he?
he's funny.
Yeah, Red Tread.
He's cool.
Yeah, he does watch soccer,
And
unfortunately.
who's that Sikut guy?
It's not
Secret Thomas. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah,
He's cool.
where's he from? Do you guys know where he's from?
No idea. Yeah.
I think he's from another country. Yeah.
And I like
But-
Sede Rabbit.
Yeah, that's right. Say rabbit. Or
Why is Sede P cringing? What the heck?
Because he's like
Yeah.
one of these. I think he's a
It's a
diamond.
girl.
I think he's
Oh,
diamond.
yeah,
friendly.
it's a woman. It's a
No.
woman who's a
Wait,
diamondist Hitler supporter.
he's not. He's not a woman.
He wants
It's a woman.
control. He's not a libertarian.
He's a woman.
He's a fascist that wants complete control of his show. And here he
He's
has.
no Seti P is he's
And-
Noam Chomsky, but he's a libertarian fascist though.
No. No. I
whole
might
chat
have
knows you-
fascist clothing,
we
but I'm
all-
not a fascist.
The whole chat knows you're Noam Chomsky. Like
The greatest part of this show is that you can say something and it not be taken as a dogmatic statement. We're just joking.
Hey,
well,
Uh,
did you infallibly
see
say that?
this?
Infallibly. Oh.
Oh, look
Did
at
I
this.
show you my
Got a little
keychain?
mushroom.
Oh, the mushroom. Okay.
And off, I think I sign up now. Okay.
Ah, that's okay.
got it in Vermont.
That's in solidarity with
Oh,
us.
you're
Of
saying you
course.
support
It was
mushrooms?
just
Is that what
coincidence.
you're
Like I
saying?
saw it and I bought
You're saying
I-
we're like mushrooms? Is that what you're saying?
it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it is the joke, right? That
It is the
Bishop
joke.
or that Pope Francis said about us.
We're popping up.
Right?
like-
He's like, yeah, they were like a bunch of mushrooms. They keep springing up everywhere. What's up with these people?
I can't believe he would comment about us. That's
I know
like,
it's so funny.
I would not comment about us if I were him.
Well, it's like Bishop Pivarunas one time. He said he was in a airport one time. Just I think it was like Minnesota or somewhere. He was going to give confirmations somewhere, and David Ross, that's my bishop, one of the State of Kansas bishops, and he was going to fly somewhere probably to give confirmations, whatever else. And the Novus Ordo priest was at his gate, or whatever else. And he came up to him and he's like, "Hey, I'm Bishop Pivarunas, or Father Pivarunas." He just said Father Pivarunas to not get into it. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I know who you are. We have a whole file on you. We know exactly who you are." Like he knew him by sight, randomly meeting him in an airport. And this is a guy that the Novus Ordo would say is completely irrelevant. We don't even know who they are. They're like mushrooms popping up. But they have a whole file on him. They know exactly who he is. because he's not with the program.
They also know where he fishes.
But you said that was
they follow where he fishes to get
That
fishing
is not
tips.
common knowledge. That is not common knowledge.
Well,
I
you're
He
saying that-
literally talks about it in all of his conferences.
Hey, because he says he fishes up in Minnesota when he does catechism that week, doesn't mean you know where it is. Okay.
Hey, is our friend Phil allowed to join, or is he banned for life? He's in the chat.
And whenever he joins, he just sits there and like tries to interrupt people. It's
Has-
very confusing.
Has
He's
he
as bad
signed-
as Hook.
Has he signed the open letter or what?
I don't know, probably not.
Yeah, Phil is he bizlarping? Is that what he's doing? He's going to the Eastern Catholic.
What the heck does that
Yeah,
mean?
he's like 3 rituals at this point. I have no idea what he does.
Does he go to the Novus Ordo, or I don't know what his deal is.
I think he does both.
He took Pascal's wager to the limit. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pentel's wager to the third power. Yeah,
Like I don't spend my time trying to convert people like Kevin Davis, where it's just like truth at people. I kind of try to mentally seduce them by laughter.
Mhm.
So we're still working on Phil. Okay, we gotta give him a few more years.
yeah.
I know this is a non-serious stream, but David Ross, do you think we're just a joke? I'm curious.
no,
I'm seriously curious. I'm serious.
I respect the sedes because, like I said, you guys take the faith seriously. I think you're wrong about the papacy,
Okay.
like the current state of the papacy. But I understand. I sympathize. Like, I mean, I'm not stupid. You know, I can see the bathwater, the dirty bathwater, but I can also see the baby. And you know, I don't usually talk about this with my sede friends. I just joke around. But you know, I'm not a sede. I'm just sympathetic, and I understand, and I respect you, and I don't find a lot of common ground with the right-wing so-called conservative Catholics. I just see a lot of pride and outrage porn and stuff like that, and it turns me off. So that's kind of how I drifted into Sede land, and I just found it very fun and nice and welcoming people. And
Well, I just my immediate response to that is like, how can you be outraged at anything if you're going to if you're a Novus Ordo, if you follow that line of thought? How can you be outraged at anything? Because everybody has a piece of the truth. Everybody has a part of the ray of truth. So how can you be outraged at anything? Like, you've got to agree with everybody because everybody has a part of the truth. Oh,
But it's
that dwelling within the individual of truth. I mean, that's the whole. To me, that seems like the whole Novus Ordo stick is everybody has a part of the truth, and we're all going to God, and so nobody's wrong.
dare we hope and all that.
well, the conservative, in the Inzel.
Instead, if he talk on his own podcast, come on, let him
Oh,
talk. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say that there's a certain amount of sympathy that David Ross and I have, and that's actually around Jimmy Martin. That Jimmy Martin will read the Pope and be like, "Oh, that's ordinary universal magisterium," and then we'll go to Taylor Marshall and he'll be just like, "Oh, that's obviously false. So therefore, the Pope's wrong, and it's not ordinary universal magisterium." Where like you'll notice if you watch enough Novus Ordos and R&R, sometimes the trads in the R&R will just simply lie. Like, I played a clip once of Michael Matt saying, "Oh, Jimmy Martin was panicking when Leo took down the British Council of Bishops on the gay blessings." And I literally played the clip of Jimmy Martin saying it was good that Leo did this. Like, no, some people in the traditional right wing just simply lie. It's really weird. So it's
But
like,
hey, truth is relative, so you can lie sometimes. Come on.
well,
it's not about public facts.
No. Truth changes with the times. Truth can change with the times, so you can lie sometimes, and it will be according to truth.
Hey, we support
That's
James
literally
Martin
what
on this show,
modernism
though.
says.
We're big James Martin
what did you
fans.
call him? Giga Chad? You called him a Giga Chad?
Yeah, I said I support notorious Giga Chad, James Martin SJ. It was that poll. It was the poll.
Yeah.
Would you rather go to confession with James Martin or the SSPX? And then I was with you. I'm like, I'm voting for James Martin.
Here's the thing: that argument totally was a legitimate argument if you're arguing from those points. Because if you have somebody that is in the Catholic Church that has faculties and he's approved and he hasn't been excommunicated or hasn't been whatever the word is, relieved of his functions, then you go to him. You don't go to the schismatics or the heretics. So the point was valid. That's why, even though as ridiculous as it sounded, I wanted to comment on it, but I didn't, because that's a legitimate point. If he is a Catholic and a Catholic priest with faculties, you would go to him before you go to an Orthodox or to some weird Protestant or something. The ridiculousness comes in is that this guy obviously is an apostate. He doesn't hold the Catholic faith. Our point of view, David.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a legitimate arguing point, but it seems so ridiculous because it's so off from the Catholic faith.
Yeah, he's kind of a cool guy, though. I think. Like,
I don't think so.
yeah,
No, but if I did troll,
Really?
troll,
Who?
I think
If I
somebody's
did- if-
cool that's a real man in the Catholic.
I mean, compared to so there's
Get out of
the Novus Ordo trads. The Novus Ordo trads do an imitation of James Martin with a gay lisp, and so then I went and I actually like saw a clip of him talking, and he totally doesn't sound like that. He's seems.
I did meet him.
Seems
I
all right.
interviewed him on my podcast.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And he was a little bit sketchy because he said before we went live, he said two things you can't ask me. You can't ask me if I'm gay, and you can't ask me. I forget what the
shoot.
second thing was.
Oh.
So I forget what the second thing was, but it doesn't really matter. I respected his thing. Just like when I interviewed Pope Michael, I said, "How would you like me to refer to you?" And he said, "As Your Holiness." So I called him Your Holiness.
You interviewed Pope Michael,
Yeah,
quote unquote.
I
Really?
interviewed him. Yeah.
Wow.
And the reason
I don't know who you are. Who are you?
I'm Catholic Versus, that was my podcast. I interviewed SSPX. I interviewed a bunch of people. I interviewed.
he's
Michael
interviewed
Jones.
Stephen Heiner 3 times.
Yeah. Stephen Heiner,
Teresa.
3 times.
Oh, I only saw one of those.
I really like Stephen Heiner.
Oh.
I don't know the difference between all your infighting, but I like him as a person. I think he's really nice.
Sure.
But he's
Sure.
a bit fruity. I think he's a little bit fruity, to be honest with you. But I don't know if that's a thing. But anyway, anyway,
James Martin W.
Anyway,
Probably shouldn't have said that. Okay.
I should mention also, Father. I call you Father, by the way. I call you Father
you.
Jekyll. I don't know if you actually
I think
are.
I am. I think I am.
That's not a
Wow.
joke. Like you,
Therefore, you are.
I was
No,
Descartes.
Mr.
No,
Bishop-
but the
Mr.
thing
Bishop
is, I
from-
should let you know that I'm
Yeah.
I'm very sympathetic to the Sedes, but I'm most sympathetic to the conclavists. Like, I mean, yeah, get yourselves a pope. Like I said recently, and Thuk there
Mhm.
chimed in when I said, "Well, why aren't you taking back the Vatican if there's an ape church that's stolen it? Why don't you take it back by force?" And my friend Cardinal took their back to me.
Yeah.
I would be a conclavist. If I were a sedevacantist, I would definitely be a conclavist. Like, let's get a pope. And I don't know the ins and outs of your theology, so I don't know. It's like, oh, it's impossible. We have to wait for God or whatever. I don't know what the deal is. But
You don't. I mean, you don't have to know anything. It's just if we're the church, we can make a pope. I mean,
I
it's
think
it's
so.
that it's
I
that
think
it's that
so.
simple. Like,
are
'cause
you
they
guys
talk-
split on
yeah.
this? By the way, is this contentious between you and SEDAP?
I think what I just said. I think I heard that from SEDAP. I think I don't know what Father Geckel says.
No,
but-
I believe that, but I believe in a metaphysical church. It's like a church is a being with a metaphysical nature with ends and powers.
It's a
which
mystical
most
body.
people don't think of it in that way because they're not philosophers and they're not autistic.
what was I saying?
Also, I just want to say this: if I could interview anyone, number in the top 3 is Jimmy Martin, just to see if I could get Nova Sorta Watch to respond. Because they always call it Jimmy Martin Howl or Jimmy Howlboy Martin, and he's done that so long. I want to troll him, just for that.
You know, I think about Father Martin every day, because he taught me something about the Ignatian spirituality and the what's
Really?
it called? What do you call that? The thing that you do? The examen. I
Okay.
do the examen, at nighttime, and he helped me. Like, he helped me with that. So I think about him and his advice he gave me on how to do the examen better. And he just seemed like a really sincere Catholic, a nice guy. And, you know, if he's a sexual pervert, like, so am I. Like, I mean, we're all sick perverts, men at least. I don't know about women. I don't know about Steady P.
That was
The rest of us are.
that was modern belief. Yes, if he's a sexual pervert, so am I.
Okay.
If he is, fill in the blank, so am I.
So if a Buddhist,
Let's go.
if a Buddhist told you how to better perform the exercises of Saint Ignatius, would you say, great Catholic, great Catholic?
I wouldn't say he's a great Catholic, but I think that Jimmy Martin is a Catholic because he's recognized as one by my Novus Ordo Vatican II sect. You know?
Yes. Ones that say that all religions are good. Can I just back up a little bit? I'm sorry. When you said like recognizing that, like to me, it's like a matter of, okay, why don't we just storm the Vatican? Well, first of all, we don't have political power to do that, obviously. And I know a very good priest friend who's a historian as well. Before he entered the seminary, he was a historian to, you know, he was accredited on that field. And it was like one of the things that World War I brought about was an ending of the Catholic monarchies that had the right and the authority to march into Rome if there was a usurpation, and remove the obvious enemy of the church, who held temporal power but didn't actually profess a Catholic faith. I think one of the reasons for World War I was that an ending of the last Catholic monarchy. But for me, as a Catholic priest holding the Catholic position before Vatican II, like I see SSPX families. We were talking about this earlier. I see SSPX families that hold the Catholic faith in its entirety, and they just follow their priests. They follow their bishops. I have known fraternity people. Some of them have very liberal views, and some of them have very traditional, solid views that hold the Catholic faith in its entirety, and they're just following their priests as much as they know. I will not consider them non-Catholics because they've been misled. And so to just say we're going to get our own pope right now, that's a Pope Michael scenario.
Yeah.
Where you have 5 people in the world that think you're a pope and you follow them. That's not Catholic. That's not the universal church. That's what theologians say, that if you don't have any cardinals, that falls to the universal church. So, like, I'm a big fan of the idea of the imperfect general council, but I'm not a fan of just, well, we'll just do it with or without you. Even if you're 99% on board, if you're not 1% on board. That's why I don't think we discount the RCI or SGG or the SSPX, because these are people that are holding the Catholic faith and living it as much as they can. So just disregarding them is not an option. I don't think for universal acceptance or universal, you know, whatever of the church, I don't think that's an option. So I understand the sentiment of, okay, if you guys think you're it, go ahead, get your own pope. That's not what we want. We don't just want our own pope for 10,000 people. We want somebody that everybody will be able to recognize as, okay, these guys are clearly apostates and non-Catholics. So this must be the pope. This is truly the pope and the successor. The perpetual succession carries through to him and not to 10 other people spread throughout the world. I don't want that.
How many are there today, like right now, that claim to be pope?
I have no idea. But how many people claim to be Christian?
Yeah.
And they're not. Like, if they claim to be Christian because they read the Bible, they're not Christian because they deny 98% of what the Catholic Church is taught, which is the true Christian church. So it doesn't matter what label you put on it. Like, there can be 25, that's the last number I heard 10 years ago, 25 people claiming to be pope, but there's somebody that could be from the 200s that claims to have a succession of popes from the 200s. It doesn't mean they're the pope, right? Because, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's absurd. They don't have to hold the Catholic faith, and they don't have that succession. I don't know if that made any sense, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a tricky play. Like, I mean, I have not only sympathy for you because, you know, I respect the Sedes, the ones I've met, but I also have sympathy in the sense of, like, I don't think it's easy for you guys, like, not to give too much, like, not to say you're pathetic, but just to say, like, that's a tough spot.
Sure.
It's a tough spot.
I get you. Yeah.
Just like the SSPX, it's like, you know, I don't spend any time thinking about the SSPX. I've got the FSSP. You know, they helped me during COVID because I didn't want to get the jab, and they helped me out and stuff like that. I got my sacraments through them because my church caved to political pressure. I got like physically abused at a Catholic church here in Novus Ordo because I went in unjabbed. And the thing is that my bishop, Christian Lepin here in Montreal, the Archbishop, I phoned him and he told me, you can go into any church you want. You don't need a vaccine. And I told that to the church, and they're like, well, the police said, and the government said, and the politicians said. And I said, yeah, but the bishop said. And they're like, well, he has no authority here. It's the politics and this and that and the other thing. It's like where they don't understand the hierarchy of their own church that they're running. Like, they're running a big, huge church here. And I have to tell you that it was bought by the city. So it's kind of like, it's St. Joseph's Oratory. You can look it up. It's beautiful. It has a beautiful story. A saint built it, but the church ended up buying it, and they submit to secular hierarchy rather than God's hierarchy. And that's not to say that there aren't, in my opinion, good and holy priests there, but, you know, the people that are running it are catering to the worldly powers, not to the hierarchy of the church. But I had permission from the bishop. Who's higher than the bishop? Well, the Pope, and then God. You know, that's it. That's the hierarchy. I tried explaining that to the people there, and they, you know, I had this guy, the security guard was supposed to be Catholic. He had his knee on my chest. He roughed me around, threw me on the concrete outside, called the cops. There were 6 cops there. Wow. And I tried explaining, hey, I got permission from the bishop. The bishop is above you. He's above the mayor. He's above all these politicians. He's above the prime minister in this question of, can I come and worship in a Catholic church? But they wouldn't listen. And I got barred for life. I'm never allowed to go there ever again until I get the vaccine. But guess what? I go every week. Yeah. I go every week because they don't police it.
You can't keep him out of the Novus Ordo.
Because my bishop told me.
That's like,
he will not be denied.
Your bishop has no authority here.
It's weird. It's weird, man.
It's a ridiculous and awful experience you went through. I can't imagine what that was like.
I'm laughing because Phil's saying I can't breathe. Dave.
Yeah, I know. I'm banned from saying that, so I just had to think it.
But for us on our side, it's like, okay, that sounds like a horrible experience. But I knew Lutherans that went through the same thing.
Yeah,
I know Protestants that went through the same thing.
I know atheists went through the same thing.
They all did, because it was a global political thing that was pushed on people. I was very fortunate being in Arkansas because it wasn't as strongly enforced. And so in my little town here in Arkansas, it wasn't as bad. But, okay, what if everybody says, well, that's okay. You can just go to the Hindus and the Muslims. That's okay. Just go there. It's fine. It's just the same because we all worship the same God. I mean, that's literally what they say. Yes, it's just a local parish. You can say that, but it is following in the same line with Vatican II and the Novus Ordo and the whatever people want to say. If it's just a pastoral council that doesn't actually matter, which I think is a bunch of garbage. The whole thing is like, what do they practice? They say in their parishes what they're trained, what their priests, quote unquote. I don't believe they're priests because I think they've lost that. I've literally had people say that wanted to come to my parish that were leaving the Novus Ordo. You can go to a mosque, you can go to an Anglican church, you can go to a Lutheran church, you can go to a Baptist church, but you can't go to his church because, they're a danger to your soul. Like, how does that make any sense? This is not talking politics. This is not talking COVID. This is not talking the lockdowns, anything political. It's just a matter of the whole nonsense of every religion is okay, But as soon as you go against the Vatican II, every religion is fine. Then you're a danger to souls, and you probably lead them to despair. I can't tell you how many times I've got that from people. Like, your position just leads people to despair, and you're going to go to hell because you will lead to despair, and it's really sad.
But no one else goes to hell.
But nobody else does. The Muslims are okay. You can worship their God. You can worship in an Anglican church, but it's insanity to me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to put you on the spot. This is a friendly.
No. I did a Catholic podcast talking to my enemies like all day, every day for 7 years. So I'm not to say you're my enemy, but ideologically there's some differences.
You said it.
I like nothing more than to, hear the grievances of people that have a different perspective. And, I don't consider myself liberal. It's funny because Michael or SSPX called me liberal, but I don't consider myself liberal,
SSPX is a philosopher. You don't have to listen to anything he says. Joking. Don't kick me off. Okay.
Like I really don't think there's anything that I don't think there's anything that you guys believe in terms of theology that I don't believe, or anything that I believe that you don't believe. Like I really don't. Like I'm not into indifferentism,
Yeah.
I believe there's absolutely no possibility of salvation outside of the Catholic Church,
Yes.
And I believe that truth does not contradict truth. So it's not like the Mormons. The Mormons have the most demonic religion ever, but I think some Mormons might make it to heaven through, but they have to go through Christ, through the Catholic Church. Christ and his church are one.
They're evil, yes. In spite
Christ
of
and his church are one. Yeah, in spite of everything, because God is mercy, and he'll find a way. I hope. Dare we hope? Blah blah blah. But like everyone, obviously in heaven, everyone's Catholic. Obviously, I just Googled today. Like I asked, like, is it theologically correct to say that God is Catholic or not? And AI said, no, God's not Catholic. He's the source of Catholicism, and he's like transcendent or whatever. I don't know.
Not universal. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Is God Catholic? I mean, I'm open to arguments either way. It's not really important, but I just had that thought today. Like, is God Catholic or not?
I disagree. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be antagonistic.
I'm open to both sides. Like, I mean, I could take arguments either way. I think, in some sense.
I mean, Catholic means universal. That's all it means. Catholic means universal. And so it's like.
But God transcends the universe. God existed before the universe.
God is all things. So.
Yeah. But God is not a thing, right?
Well, okay, is God Roman Catholic or not?
God is nothing.
That's
trying to figure out.
That's more to the point. Yeah, that's more.
Okay,
to the point.
this is
God,
one simple philosophical thing I can say. God is not. God is a thing because he is not nothing. I'm sorry. Sorry, SSPX, get me out of here. Kick me off.
I love watching him cringe. Oh, it's so good.
Look, I'm a simpleton. I really am. I'm a simpleton.
How long ago did you get ordained? By whom?
10 years ago.
No, I was talking to Michael. No, I'm kidding.
That's great. Muppet
I'm a lay card though, if you were asking me. Yeah.
No, but seriously, Father.
I've been a priest for 10 years this last month, actually, with Bishop Iverinus, the Samurai. I've grown up with the Samurai my whole life. So I've known nothing else. That's how I see things, because we just follow the pre-Vatican II teachings. And so it seems really black and white to me. But again, I mean, what's Catholic is Catholic. What's Catholic is true. So this looks a little creepy. I just noticed everything's dark now because we've gotten night.
I noticed 2 little red horns protruding from your head.
Oh, really? Well, I don't see it. That must be some supernatural something. Yeah.
Just kidding.
You have the gift. You have one of those supernatural gifts. You're in the Nova Scotia, so you can see things.
Yeah.
You
Really,
you have a red album directly behind your head, David. It's just hilarious.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel bad because I'm like dominating your stream here.
I don't care. People come on and talk. I literally have people I don't know who they are, and my dad says, Hey, Michael, I noticed you were talking to that Mandy lady. Who is she? She's a Canadian CMOI. That's all I know.
I'm just going to jump in here and say, SSPX, this is Actually, I mentioned it earlier, but I think this is really a cool thing that you've done. You've actually just said, "Hey, if I know you, join," and I've not seen that anywhere else. And it opens up this type of conversation. I don't think David or Ross would have ever talked to me otherwise. But
Sure, I would.
No,
And my
that's
wouldn't
different.
have-
He would.
That's for sure.
David Ross talked to anyone.
Well, I blocked Cardinal Took once, and then I unblocked him.
You know my favorite
No.
guest. You know my
Block
favorite.
him.
My
Block
favorite.
him.
That was
My favorite-
pre-IGC. So
My favorite guest of all time is Aaron Ra. Aaron Ra. Do you know him, the atheist? Aaron Ra.
No.
He's big into.
No.
He's big into evolution theory and all that, which I reject. Hey, Father Gecko, do you accept the theory of evolution or no?
Absolutely not.
Because I'm just wondering why SSPX does. It's weird.
I think it's ridiculous. At the same time, the church has said.
Sorry.
So the church has said that we can admit of evolution as long as we admit what God has revealed
Yeah.
Wait,
About-
David, are you flat Earth or?
mankind. So
No, I'm
all
not flat
animals
Earth.
can be
Oh,
evolved.
shoot. Okay.
Okay, I'm going off on a limb.
Sorry.
No,
sorry.
all animals can be evolved, but what Scripture says, what Divine Revelation says, is that God created man with a special creation. So animals could evolve all the way up to apes. There's nothing in Revelation that says otherwise. I think it's a bunch of nonsense. But
Yeah.
as far as the church teaching, God created man a special creation. But
Well,
I
didn't the church
on the
at
scientific.
sorry to interrupt, Father. At
Yeah.
Christmas time, didn't the church used to have this thing that they would say, and it talked about all the way back to the date of the creation? Like there was like a fixed date. They used to do that at Christmas time. There was like a
Yeah,
meteorology
it's
or something.
Epiphany. Yeah, it's Epiphany. There's a whole ceremony of saying, okay, this year we're celebrating the date of Easter on this date, so many years from creation.
Do you still do that?
You know, it's something we can do. We don't have to do, but it's in the ritual. Yeah, it's in the ritual. Yeah.
Okay.
I've
What
done
about you? What about you, Cardinal Took? Do you believe in evolution or not? Or
No, of course not.
Okay.
No.
So I'm just curious, like SSPX, why do you kind of believe in it, or you're on the
Hey,
fence?
P, are you serious?
What are you talking about? You're literally just throwing me under the bus.
We need to go
What?
3-on-1 on
Don't be
SETI.
ashamed. Hold your head
I'm a
high.
phenomenologist.
Be a proud ape. If you're going to be an
What
ape,
do I
be a
care
proud
about
ape.
evolution? It's no
It
evolution.
says the Blessed Virgin Mary's an ape. You're cool with that?
Excuse me. I'm gonna.
Why do you think that I hold to evolution? When did this happen? What?
I don't know.
SETI, are you
wrong.
serious? You're really
I
an
thought you
evolutionist,
literally
are you?
made it up.
Correct
And a
me if I'm
libertarian. I mean, it's one thing to be a libertarian, but evolution. This is crazy, man.
Oh, well, I've never.
This is
said
who's
that.
David.
I
This
don't
is who's
know.
gatekeeping us. This is who's gatekeeping us in Salocast. This
Person I'm
libertarian evolutionist, Noam Chomsky.
Well, I saw
Like-
a pay stub from the CIA on his desk the other time.
This
I was
is who
screaming
he is. This is who's disenfranchising us, David. Can you believe this?
The only person who I would ever censor and who I've censored many times
Phil.
is Thook and Phil. You two are the only ones I censor. Because you're
Free
the only
Took.
ones who keep talking.
Hashtag free Took and free Phil. Dude. Like we have done.
No.
Phil's done some things wrong, but I have.
No,
but
just
free
do your
both of
own
us.
show then. Just do your own show, and then you can talk the whole time, and no one
Here,
will listen.
you and Father Geckel do a show while me and David do a show. All right, that's what we'll do. So we'll go cross screen. Well, 2 shows at once.
No, and I've said that 7-day creationism is real. I just think of a different solar model. That's the only objection I've had. Right? I don't think that I've never said I believe in
I don't
evolution.
know.
I don't know where you got that from.
I hallucinate.
Where did you get that from?
I
You
use
just make
AI a
stuff up.
lot. I've started hallucinating like AI does. You know, just invent stuff.
David Ross believes in truth changes with the times, so he can assign.
No, I don't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So okay. So the 4 of us will reconvene though in a couple weeks for the SSPX excommunication celebration. Though is that right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
It's
And
about 2
SETI
hours.
will
so
have,
we-
and SETI is gonna get his 225-pound bench press by then too. So
Oh.
Oh, you're a heretic, by the way, because not all Catholics
What-
bench press and are good
well,
shape. Case in point.
well, what is the? I mean, what does like benching 225 or more oppose though? Like,
You
I
can be a
don't like.
barbarian and a pagan and bench 225, my friend.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah, but they take
I
drugs,
mean-
so it doesn't count. It's an invalid bench press.
With or without drugs. Yeah.
I don't think it matters. I don't know. I don't think it matters if you take steroids to do 225 because nobody
forgot.
needs
Yeah, yeah.
steroids. No
You're-
one
you're
needs
pro
steroids to do
steroids.
that. So, well, I'm saying you don't need steroids to do that. So if you just happen to take steroids and do it, like I'm not, like
Are there
I'm
even
not gonna,
10
I'm not
people
gonna
listening to
detract.
this nonsense?
I'm not gonna detract from that accomplishment, because like you could have done it without steroids.
Why are you still here? Why are you still here? Why are you still talking in burrito? Why? Why are
How
we
long you
still
guys
here?
been doing this?
It's been going on for 2 hours.
I'm trying to close this thing down, dude. You guys
We
are the
did
ones
close
keep
this
going.
thing.
Should I do my famous thing? I love you. God bless you. I love
I'll
you.
kick you
God
if you do
bless
that.
you.
Here, I'll kick myself off, and we'll see you
Okay,
guys.
so
in
what's
2
the
weeks.
etiquette? We just leave?
Yeah, I
Well, I
like that.
closed the stream. It's been 2 hours.
Hey, did you do your homework?
No, I do my homework on Sunday.
Oh.
We do a music podcast where we listen to really bad 70s music.
Ugh. Ugh.
Nah.
And then Phil gets mad at us, and then we change it to something else, and then I hate it, and then I don't do the homework.
Mad at you too.
It's penance.
And then I start listening to
K-pop.
Captain Beefheart all by myself.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, I was listening to some last week
Nice.
just to clear my head before
Palate
listening to
cleanser.
homework. Yeah,
No, he really made you giggle sometimes with his lyrics.
dude, his music is so bad. Anyway, it's been 2 hours, and I like to keep it about 2 hours.
Yeah.
We do the show every Saturday. Anyone I know is invited or is polite. And then we kick the off, and we kick Phil off for annoying us. Somehow he managed to stay on for 2 hours, though.
Yeah. David, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Very nice meeting you, Father. Thank you for having me on CP.
Mhm.
And I'm really happy to meet that Cardinal Foot guy because he's such a sweetheart on X. He is.
Oh, such a sweetheart. He is.
He
such
is.
a sweetheart.
And he's well dressed. Let's be honest.
He's well dressed. He's a well dressed man that will call you a diabolical heretic if he disagrees with you.
He's only nice to me.
Don't agree. But
All right.
All right,
God bless you.
Thank you all for coming. See you next
Nice.
week. Goodbye.
Thank you for having us.
And